You guys. Very, very cool, very funny. Give it up for Grace Long!
Well, when I asked Molly, hey, I'm pretty new to comedy, hey, should I tell the story of that time I was almost sexually assaulted? Well, I was sexually assaulted. And she's like, girl. But I did tell the story, and I got into the Wellington Royal Comedy Finals with it. So, yes. Here we go. Yeah, so in that version, I had to compact it to about 50 seconds. And before I tell the story tonight, I need to set the record straight. I whitewashed my short version of that story. So, here it is. Who knows what a mooncake is?
Delicious.
Okay, several people. Who knows what carrot cake is? Yeah. Everybody. Right, okay. So, good. For the sake of brevity, I used mooncake in this, carrot cake in the story. But what really happened was I was carrying mooncake in this casserole dish on the night that this story happened. So, I'm going to hand some out. So you'll like these. Another trigger warning, these are not gluten-free, vegan, or paleo. But yeah, take a piece and pass it on. Thank you. Yep, maybe pass it to the back, please. Thank you. So a mooncake is a thin pastry wrapped around either a sweet red bean paste or lotus bean paste, and it's eaten around the Chinese full moon festival. In the middle, there's usually a salted egg yolk representing the full moon. None of that is particularly funny, so I didn't tell it in the original short version, but here it is tonight. And now that my ancestors are no longer mad at me, I can continue with the story. So, in August 2011, I am walking home from my best girlfriend's house after watching season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah. So I'm walking home from the Basin Reserve through Massey campus, and here's the not very nice bit. I am attacked. A man grabs me from behind and picks me up. Now, I'm obviously very small. A lot of my friends tend to pick me up when they hug me. What they don't usually do is drag me down the side of an empty building and threaten to kill me if I scream. So, I'm pretty smart. I figured this is not a friendly situation. And I know how I look. And no, I do not know Kung Fu. So I dabbled in origami once or twice, that's about it. But on this night, I find my hidden dragon crouching tiger. Yeah. Woo! I go full lizard brain fight mode. And it is like an out-of-body experience because I'm not an angry or violent person. But I somehow struggle and get free and tell him, you will not do this. And somehow I end up on top of him, looking down at his face, and there's like a little devil on my shoulder being like, punch him in the face! And then there's like a little angel on my shoulder being like, think about what might have happened in this guy's life to make him do this to you, and then punch him in the fucking face! Woo! And that is exactly what I did. Now, at this point, he's figured out that he has messed with the wrong, not quite 5 foot tall, 45 kg of pent-up anger, and he starts running away, and I am left alone under the full August moon. Now, Lizard Brain Grace is still really mad that there's a guy hidden in the bushes trying to rape people, so I actually start chasing after him, Juggernaut style, up the hill towards Mount Cook. He freaks out so bad, he falls over, looks back at me with the fear of fucking God in his eyes. And I'm like, and he starts running away again. And at this point, logical, cerebral cortex Grace is like, I think you should probably cease this pursuit and call the police for assistance. Logical Grace is fucking boring. But I do call the police, and they show up and start investigating and looking for evidence. And it's freezing that night, and I've only made it about 200 meters from my friend's house, so I ask if I can wait there while they kind of investigate. So a policewoman accompanies me to my friend's house, and as I open the door, I make eye contact with my friend Craig, who was in the middle of taking a hit from an enormous neon green bomb. And the fear in his eyes as he looks at me, and then looks at the policewoman next to me. I mean, I've just been assaulted, but at that stage, I wanted to hold him and be like, it's going to be okay. Anyway, I explained what happened, and the police could not care less about the bong. I mean, Craig is white, so... and finally, we go down to the police station and I give my statement. The rest of that night's a bit of a blur. But I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I say to my boyfriend at the time was, oh my God, what happened to the mooncakes? And he was like, they're fine. They're in that casserole dish in the kitchen. How did you... And so, a bit of a side story. I have asked the police to reopen my case in light of a recent expose that maybe thousands of cases of sexual assault have been mishandled by New Zealand police over the last 20 years, and that is unacceptable. So, while I was reviewing my case notes, I come across this actual quote. I must have had the casserole dish under my arm the whole time because I didn't drop the cake. So it turns out that I must have literally fought the guy off with one hand. So it turns out Lizard Brain Grace cares at least as much about mooncake as she does about this little cupcake down here. So the reason why I really wanted to tell this story is I want everyone to know, no matter how small or powerless you've ever been made to feel, you can fight back. And feel free to talk to me after the show if you want to talk about anything. There's brochures at the back of the room if you feel triggered or feel the need to talk to some support networks. And yeah, if anything has ever happened to you, you have a right to be heard and believed. Doesn't matter if you were drunk, doesn't matter what you were wearing, doesn't matter if you thought they were a friend, because I've fucking had enough. Feel free to talk to me if you've just fucking had enough.
Woo! Yeah!
No matter what flavor, don't let anybody fuck with your cake. Unless you want somebody to fuck with your cake, in which case, cut me a slice.
Oh my God, one more time. She's amazing, you guys. She's amazing. Okay, casserole dish, I love it. Who had some mooncake? Please talk to Grace after the show if you want to eat. Yeah, let some things out. She'll give you some phone numbers. Really good person to talk to. How was that mooncake, you guys? Woo! Oh, look at Mark is like killing it. He is doing